earliest memories go back to 63-64 season when Preston, then a second division club, with aspirations of going into the first division, which is now the Premiership, but they also embarked on a cup run, and it was my first game. It was a third round replay versus Nottingham Forest and a snowy Deepdale. It was that bad that they had to stop the game for 2 or 3 times to clear the lines with a brush. Then they changed the match ball from white, because obviously they couldn't see it because of the snow, and to orange. And I was only a schoolboy, and it was so cold. I remember I was under my mum's coat for most of the game, and then we went into extra time, and I was so cold I just wanted to go home, but we just stayed with it. And then a certain Howard Kendall, about 30 yards out, just ball dropped to him. He was only 17 years of age, and he smashed it into the top corner, and what a moment that was. And again, as a second division club, we just knocked a first division club out, and we thought that's as good as it got, but it didn't, because we just carried straight on. As a second division club, like I said, went all the way to Wembley in an FA Cup final, and that was my first season, and it's a season that I'll never forget. And you know, I still hope we'll get to a cup final again one day, but that was an amazing way to start my support following Preston. My favourite memory is obviously that cup run, and then when we get into the Championship in 2000 under David Moyes, that decade in the Championship, you know, we were a team full of internationals, and we played some amazing football. I remember Ricardo Fuller scoring a hat-trick at Deepdale against Burnley, and 5-3 win, and I thought, wow, again, this is amazing. And we were such a force then, like we are now. Again, we're established Championship club now, but that decade in that Championship has got to be my favourite time. When Deepdale's full, I don't think there's anything that's passionate. They talk about other clubs and their support and everything, but Preston can hold their own, and I think we were on an amazing run of not being beaten on Tuesday nights for about 7 or 8 seasons, and that, for me, was down to the support we generated at night games. We had the band and the place. We had players that we just in awe of, really, that, you know, great players that would come to Deepdale, like Ricardo, Eddie Lewis, people like that, international players, and it was just a fantastic time. And Preston is a special place, especially on night games. The stadium is amazing. The fan base, when they're on it, is just incredible. And that's what we're at again, and that's what we want to get back to, because we know what we're capable of, supporters. We can lift this place, and the team responded, and they do. And, you know, that's what we're looking forward to. We're now established Championship club again, and let's get back to what we were. Preston OFM means everything to me. Going back to that 63-64 season, unfortunately my dad died when I was a young lad. He got killed on the way home from work, and my mum just didn't know what to do with me. I hadn't spoke, she said, for a couple of months. I was lost, and she brought me to that game I mentioned against Forest, probably out of desperation really, what to do with me. And I came in, I remember all these men round me, and all these men suddenly became the dad I hadn't got, and a bond was formed that day, and it's just unbreakable. And this football club means everything to me.